Door in the face technique. It leverages off the notion of reciprocity, which we talked about just earlier. But it works in a funny kind of a way. Door in the face technique is where you make a large request that you know will be knocked back. But you actually wanted a smaller request. So you then ask for something less, and reciprocity kicks in that because you've made a concession from what you wanted, the other person should also comply with making a concession in not meeting that large task, but potentially meeting the smaller task. So door in the face technique, in the Burton textbook, it's mentioned as an example. It's where a politician would tell you that your fees are going to go up by 300%, and everybody gets totally outraged at that. But in fact, they know it's only going to go up by 75%. And when they come back and tell you that they've been able to do a lot of work in the back, and in fact it's only going to go up by 75%, the outrage is considerably diminished, because people feel like they've actually got something, when in fact that was what they were originally going to tell people all along. This technique is used basically in the opposite of foot in the door. Instead of making a small request which you take to a large request, door in the face is you get hit with a large request when actually people want the small request. So hopefully this explains door in the face technique. It's the idea that you ask for something which will be refused when in actual fact you wanted to ask for a much smaller request, but by gaining a concession from what you originally asked for to what you're asking for, you're using the reciprocity norm to get somebody to make a concession in what they didn't consent to, but now may on the basis of that reciprocity principle. Hopefully this helps us to understand the door in the face technique a little bit better.